So here's some strategies that I expect I will get brought to me and my Amazon business. And here's some things you can do. Most people have heard, I assume, of an Amazon listing hijack. Just in case you're new and you've got no idea what any of that means, I should also mention something about feeling despondent as well when all this happens. I will remember to do that. So most people probably have heard of an Amazon listing hijack, and they probably believe that's a really, really bad thing. But here's the bottom line. This listing here, La Jolie Muse large hanging planters for outdoors, okay? They've done a great job of this listing. Whoever has got this listing, so Oasis Home LLC, whoever's got this listing, they probably think that they own the listing, but that's not true. That is not true. What they are doing is renting that space on Amazon's website from Amazon. And Amazon gives you a non-exclusive contract to have that space on Amazon, meaning anybody else that also wants to sell La Jolie Muse large hanging planters can sell them as well. And if that's evidenced by this, have one to sell it on Amazon. So Amazon actually encourages that to happen. Just like there are lots and lots of shops on the high street that sell Nike trainers. No one shop has got an exclusive agreement with Nike to sell Nike trainers. You can buy Nike trainers from heaps of different shops. It's exactly the same on Amazon. So you and your products have got a non-exclusive agreement to sell them on Amazon, meaning that anybody else that wants to sell your product on Amazon can do that. And Amazon actually encourages that. Most people call that a listing hijack when that happens. When somebody else comes in and starts selling the same product as you, that's what people call a listing hijack. Amazon calls that good customer service, because as far as Amazon's concerned, the more people selling the same product, the less likely that product is to run out, and the more likely that product is to maintain a good price for the customer, and the customer's going to get what they want. So it's bad for you, good for Amazon, good for the customer. Which sucks, I agree. But anyway, there's that. So what is important for me to say is this. Everything I'm just about to say has definitely got the potentiality to make you feel despondent. But listen, Amazon can and does make people tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars a year in revenue for them and for their families. Some products can literally make $1 million a year, one single product, okay? There is no doubt because of that there are going to be nefarious bastards coming on trying to get all that money for themselves. And it's because there is so much money to be made. There is so much money to be made. So whilst everything I'm saying to you does have the potential to make you feel like, oh, it's just not worth it because of all this, just know it's part and parcel of doing business. This separates the people who will be persistent from the people that give up. And it's the people that are persistent in the face of adversity that go on to make the money. Because Amazon can make you a shitload of money. But if you give up because it's all too hard, you'll make fuck all. Sorry to use that language, but that's a reality that we all know. So my outcome here is not to make you feel despondent. It's to show you what happens and then to arm you with the tools to deal with it when it does. All right, with that being said, so hijacking. Firstly, let's just check. Let me show you how to check if you've got the buy box or not. So this is the easiest way to do a daily check to see if your products have been hijacked. All right, the easiest way in the world. Log into your Seller Central account. Go to Inventory and then Manage Inventory. You'll arrive here. Go to Preferences over on this particular column. And you can see Buy Box Eligible. Tick that. Save your changes. And then on your listing in Seller Central, it will show you if you've got the buy box. And it just means you don't have to keep going in and looking at all the different things. You just get to go in, check in your Seller Central if you've got the buy box or not, all right? Super, super easy. Most people don't realize that all these things exist. You should just highlight all of them. That's what I do anyway. Just highlight them all and go check them all. It's the easiest way of doing it, all right? So let's come back to buy boxes. Now, what I am getting happening and what I anticipate happening more and more as we're coming into Prime and we are coming into Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then the run up to Christmas as well, is more and more people trying to attack my business to steal the money that I'm making in it. So, and the easiest way for them to do that is to start selling my product too. So sell on Amazon. So sell this on Amazon. Let's just pretend this is my product. And then once they get in and they start selling my product, they can start altering it. So they can change that. They can change the images. And this is all perfectly okay for them to do that. In fact, Amazon, remember, encourages people to start selling the similar product. It's just that sometimes gets used by bastards to mess with you, okay? So they can do that too. Now, the final one, which is the worst one, and is also the hardest to detect, is when they change your category. And the easiest way, I'm not saying you should do this to your competitors. The easiest way is just to start selling that product, sell on Amazon, and to change the category to the adult category. And what that will mean is everything then changes on the listing and it stops showing up in the search results, because the adult category is almost like a website within a website. And you do not get warned if that happens, of course. It just happens. So I'm not saying you should do that to your competitors. I'm just saying that's what sometimes happens, all right? If you know what I mean. So the easiest way of dealing with all of this, the easiest way of getting around it, the easy way to stop all this is simply by becoming brand registered. Now, brand registry is not a panacea for everything, but it will give you priority on your listing. So if somebody comes in and changes things on your listing and you are brand registered, you can just change them all back because you are the brand owner and you get top priority. By the way, you should always make sure that you keep a backup of all of your images and all of your text, just in case somebody ever does change things, all right? That's important that you do that. But brand registry gives you all of that, and it means that you get access to a higher level of influence over the listing than somebody who's just simply hijacked your listing goes. So if you're not currently brand registered, the easiest thing to do is, and the fastest thing to do, is to use Amazon's IP Accelerator to get brand registry. If you go through IP Accelerator to get brand registry, to get a trademark, you get brand registry before you've been granted your trademark. And so it's a super, super easy thing to do. So if you have been hijacked, there's two things you can do. Thing number one, come along to the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, go to the Files section, which is in the left-hand side of the group in tools. No, it's in my admin tools because I'm an admin, but typically it's in the left-hand side, or it's under the main image underneath here. So about, discussions, files, scroll down until you see sample, cease and desist letter. And I'm just going to give you the link for that right here. And this is the SEEP and this letter that I use. Send to all. So you just want to fill in the blanks and use that and send that to the people who've hijacked your listing. That will typically get them off your listing. Job done. All right. If it doesn't, your next step is to just get brand registered really, really quickly and get them off. So that's your next step of doing that. All right. Now, if you can't afford to do that, here's what else you can do. Here's what else you can do. The easiest thing to do if you can't afford to get brand registry is to buy their products. Let's just have a look. So this is being sold by Oasis Home LLC. Let's assume that they are the brand owners, so to speak. So we've also got U Home LLC and Esquisse Home LLC. Okay. And what's the pricing difference like? $34.95. So similar pricing. So it's entirely possible that these are legitimate sellers rather than anything else. However, what you would do if you want to get them off is to do to buy their product from them. So you would buy the Esquisse Home product, make sure you buy their product exactly, and then let them send you the product. And then when they do send you the product, you want to check the product out, because clearly it ain't going to be your product that they're selling. They're going to be selling something else's product. And then when that happens, you want to take notes on what they've sent you so you can file a claim against them, which is really, really easy to do. Takes about a week to get them off of your listing. You do that either through the contact us area, or you can do through email to seller-performance@amazon.com. And all I do is I put together a little mini report, what's got the item ASIN number, the product title, the Amazon order ID that I ordered with, which you get from your order area within your own Amazon account, the photos of the item that got sent to you. So just take pictures of it to show that it's not the same product. And then then just describe the differences between your product and what you got sent, so that Amazon can see, oh, this is just a fake product. It's not the actual product. And you also want to include your email and your telephone number as well. Don't get emotional. Don't be like, these guys are bastards. Just give them the facts. Here's the facts of the matter. Here's what's going on. Okay. Super, super easy. So that's 3 different ways that you can combat that. And that is the most prolific thing that will be happening in the run up to Prime, to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then to Q4 Christmas. That is the most prolific thing what will happen. So now you've got some strategies for that. Yes, you can request a refund. Please post the email. All right, let me give you the email. What can I give you? Here you go, I'll give you this. So Megan's asked me for the email. I'll give you guys the email. Let's call it Amazon listing hijack strategy. There you go. Seller performance, or email them. There you go. That will do it. That will do it. So you've got 3 great strategies, 3 really easy ways to do it. And so cease and desist. Number 1, send that immediately. Get them off your listing. If they're just some kids, that will scare the hell out of them. They'll get off of there. No worries at all. Okay. Hey, Neil here. Just before you go away, that was a question that I got asked on my regular Monday night Q&A session, which I have with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in joining us as an Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, then you can click on the link below to find out a lot more about that. And also, as a special thank you for watching this video, I've got a great book that I want to give you for free. It's a current bestseller on Amazon, and it teaches you everything that you would need to know about starting a business here in Australia on Amazon. So you can see that just up there. So if you'd like to get a copy of that for free, then again, just click on the link below and you'll get a copy of that. You'll get taken to a page where you can get a copy of that for absolutely free. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet from one of my Aussie online entrepreneur Q&A sessions, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also like this video. And if you've got a question that you would like answering, then post it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it, whether on one of these videos for you or directly in the comments directly below. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the next of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs Amazon FBA Australia videos. See you soon.